Time to emit nothing but yourself. It's time to be yourself and nothing else. 'Cause really when I say eyeStRaY. Did you get that? Why can't you fucking spell? Like, can y'all even hear? I can see you. I can hear you. I can feel you. I can decode. It's not about I show off and everything. I don't fucking care. But I just be. And I've seen this coming. I've seen this coming. People, it's like, it's not about me. It's not about me. But people have still no clue why and what and how and blah 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 blah. That's all I hear. People can't even use their freaking mouth in order to speak correct and erectly. People. I was like, what are peoples anymore? That's like, what are peoples? I don't care about peoples. It's like most peoples are not peoples. They are just, I don't know what they are. They're not even beings. They're just, I don't know. It's just, it's I don't know what these are. Things are. I'm speaking about real ones. I'm speaking of people with gnosis. I'm speaking of people with knowledge. I'm speaking about people who have invested in themselves. I'm speaking of people who have the clue, who are not glued inside of their freaking brain, yo. And they're not many. They're not many. I don't care if I just in the end be very alone, because I'm all one. It's like, people tell me I'm crazy. I'm like, no, it's like, people have forgotten that they're source. People have forgotten that they are an alchemical vessel to be. It's called YouTube's Yora tube. Your aura, your time. What's the time, by the way? I don't know. What's the time? I don't know where you live, what kind of loop you are in. But it's so crazy. Why do I do these videos? People are like, I put that out in order to raise humans. But people don't maybe get that. And, you know, it's about the eye. It's about the develop darkness aspect, melanin. Create a monster in yourself to release it. How can I do it? How can I go beyond what is very easy. You face the thing that you don't like. And if you face the thing that you do not like and that you do not understand, you do not understand what I speak, you do not understand what I am, you do not understand how is it created, what is it all about. He sounds so crazy, he's out of his mind, he's losing his identity. I'll fucking kill you with this in order to love you. I fucking kill people. I kill you in order to raise you. But this is necessary to give you your light again. People are not able to do that. People are not able to face darkness. People are not ready to die yet. You have to die. You have to literally die. And it's not about that I would seriously kill myself. No, it's about a spiritual death. It's about spiritual choosing that you break through the next barrier. And people think they might be very worried about something. They're worried. What means worrying? Worry means you're a warrior? I don't know, worry. I may be a knight. I'm a knight. K-knight, you know, it's like, can people spell? I'm a knight. I'm a brave knight. Be rave. Are you rave? I rave through life, you know. And I see this. And it's about sure focus on what do I want to focus on. But it's also about opening up perception. Opening up your capacity. Opening up yourself. Seeing. And I do this because I love you. I love myself. And it may sound very strange, but this is what this is. This is what this universe is. I have the capacity to heal probably like 99.9999999% of people. But do I go out and be like, you have to come here to be healed? No. I keep it for myself. But I just do this in order to put it into the realm, into the ether, to create and to remind you of what you are. And if you are ready to listen, you are ready to understand. But this means you have to go beyond to what you've seen. And I don't know how many people will be ready for it, and I don't care about that, because I care about myself. But I love myself, and that's why I make this, in order to mirror myself back to myself, and to create and give back to the system. Because this is all that IT is, a rainbow. It rains down my bow, my spine, into the ether realm. I've seen this. People don't understand. People are not ready. People are just too dumb. And I say this with all self-respect. But dumb means that you're numb. You don't feel. You don't sense. You're not clear-minded. Your mind is not of something which is beyond. You're not there yet, but you're here. So raise the cross in order to create a T. From a small T to a big T. Once you raise the cross, you see and you get to the next plateau. But this means you have the capacity to create it, to hear, to be there, to listen, and to break through. And I put these germs out there, encapsulated and occulted, hidden but they are right in your face. But how much of ability do you have to sense, to build sentences, to create, to see, to smell, to breathe, to be, to walk, to speak? The language that I use is very high advanced. So but that doesn't mean only because you don't understand it yet. That is not true. It's very true. It's not even, it's very truthful. But this means you have to invest 11 minutes to make it to this point, to realize and to break through the next barrier, to get into the next area, into the next realm, into the next stage of perception. The next stage of perception is always there. It's always right in your face. It's always right in your sentences. It's always right in your senses. It's always right in your portals. You are, and that's why you be. Your channels have to be free. How can you free up your channels? How can you channel up? Why can't you do that? It has something to do with something which is inside of you. It's a practice which is called Shivambukalpa. Now you're not ready for it yet. That's because you stand in your own way. You block yourself. You think. And that's why you tank yourself. You should thank yourself and appreciate yourself. And then you can start to dissolve all that is in your view. So that means you have to invest in something which you don't understand yet. You have to invest into Shivambukalpa to break through. You have to be ready to do things that you do not like. You have to invest into something which sounds so bizarre and so non-understanding that you start to literally let your old self die to be reborn. And this is how a phoenix rises from the ashes and starts to fly seriously out in the ether. You start to fly into the mystical realm. This is how you start to become what you've always been. This is how I am. This is how you develop yourself, your abilities, your possibilities, your mirrors, your surroundings. You start to become a creating part of the system. Otherwise, you just be a producer, or you just be, even worse, somebody who's just following. If you're just following and you don't create for yourself, if you're not ready to listen yet, you will never understand yourself. You have to be ready to break through the next barrier, and you break through the next barrier in order to be yourself that you've always been. So you start to be something which you don't like. And then you start to see, fuck, that's what I am. I face it. You go through the darkest shadows of yourself. You face your shadows, and if you face your shadows, you start to produce more melanin in yourself. If you produce more melanin, you become more original, because the original people from this earth here, which most people don't realize, it's a Star Wars. People on earth have been invaded. Sounds so bizarre, right? But the original race is black, darkness. And if you face darkness, you produce more of what you are. It stresses yourself. And if you become more stressed, you increase your capacity to be yourself. This starts with things and stresses that you put onto your body, your avatar. If you put stresses onto your avatar, for example, like PIDA, you exorcise the death out of you. You start to appreciate more liquid light, Shivambukalpa. You start to cultivate yourself with meditation practices. You start to be in tune with yourself. If you start to be in tune with yourself, you see everything as a instant reflection of yourself, as your subconscious mind creates everything around you. Your subconscious mind is the goosebumps, the hair, which is connected to air, and ether, which connects all. If you have the connection to everything, you start to realize that you are the one who's doing all of the work all the time. And you just be. If you just be and you don't even speak, you create something in your mind. You create an image. This is why it's called your imagination. If you put out your imagination, which you always do, you start to create something. The quest is, how powerful is your mind? How powerful is your mind to create the image right in front of you as materialized object that you then can see as an instant reflection of your own imaginational process? Was that too much for you or what? Can you even hear? Are you here yet? Can you be there? I gave you the tools. The tools are for free, but the work is on you. The work is what you have to do day after day after day after day, facing the shadow, facing the death, facing the pain every single day, every single moment. And then you start to realize that there is basically not even a day. There is darkness. There is nothing. And from that darkness on, you start to realize that you are the one who is out of the whole, creating the whole thing. And if you come to that realization, if you start to become your environment, if you start to become and adapt to the whole thing, which is you. You are the room, you are the realm, you are the reflections, you are everything which is presented in front of you. If you start to understand this, you start to realize that you are the primary magician of this realm. And you get the goosebumps or what? Was that too powerful for you? The work is on you. The system cares for you. The system cares for you all the time. I am the system. I am the whole thing. I am self-sustaining. If you can use these things to create you become a whole other thing. And I don't take care of numbers. I don't take care of how people rate these videos. I don't take care about how much clicks I get on YouTube. I don't take care about how much followers I get on Instagram. I don't care about this. But this is an invitation to you to empower yourself. And because I spend my time, I give and invest into the system to empower all who are ready for it. I'm here for everybody. I'm here for everyone who's ready. But I see in the reflection, I see in the mirror, I see in the social media, myself. I know it. And I know and I see that most people are just not ready yet. But that doesn't matter. I keep walking my path because this is what I am and this is what I should do and this is what the universe wants me to do. And I get goosebumps when I say it, so that means it's probably right. It's not probably right, it is. It's definitely whole. I have a connection, and so have you. But the quest is, have you that figured out? Maybe it's just too powerful for you. That's why people show up and then they dissolve and then they just come and they just go. But everything which comes into me, I just eat it. I'm just like something which is then going into it and then it just becomes nothing. And then the beautiful thing with it is once it becomes nothing, I give you light. But basically, I haven't given you the light. The light was already you. You are the light. You know, that's beautiful. Because it's a rainbow. It's in every single color. It's full spectrum magic. It's full spectrum, 360 degrees around you. And if you really understand this, then you start to see that there is nothing to fear. That there is nothing that you should not do. That there is no thing. That it's all you. That it's all you. And out of this, you speak. And through the speaking, you start to use language. When you use language, you start to create something. You start to materialize with your eyes. Hey Jan, can you make a video about Shivambu Kalpa for beginners? Well, you know what? If you hit me up on the Instagram, I can send you videos about this that I have already produced. But I was taking them probably down because they were way too powerful for humanity yet. My Instagram is John Shamanic. And if you want to find me there, in the rabbit hole, there you can find information. But it's your quest. So you have to hit me up. And I have already done the work. If you hit me up on Instagram, if you write me there, you will get the information, for sure. I was producing so many videos, but I was already taking them down because they were too powerful. These magical aspects I use are what you are. This is why you're here. You come to me because you are me. You are a part of what I am. No, I haven't deleted these videos from YouTube. I privatized. I haven't deleted it. It's just
hidden, occulted. If you hit me up, like I said, then you will get the information.
But the information is already inside of you. So
I could give you the code right here in 30 seconds. Buy yourself a syringe, buy yourself an eyeglass, buy yourself an enema kit. Piss into a cup and drink as much urine as you can. Piss into the eyeglass and put it into your eyes. Suck the whole syringe with urine and put it in your ears and nasal tract. Wash yourself with urine. That weren't even 30 seconds, right? And you do this every freaking day. Make it a routine. Boom, right in your face. This is urine therapy for beginners. I mean, seriously, what is so hard with doing this? Nothing. You can start right here, right now. But you have to be disciplined with things. You have to invest. You have to go through the darkest things. You have to see things which you don't like. You have to face things that you don't like. You have to break through. And this is how you start to become more powerful. And you have to put in the work. If you invest the work, you will get results. If you just come somewhere and you think that this person is going to solve your problems, this is not how it works. This is not how it works. It works that way. That you are the way. Do it now. Leave and do it. Do it now. Leave. I don't want to see you here. Do it now. Leave. I don't want to see you here. Do it now. Leave. I don't want to see you here. If you do it now, you have won. You get it? Have you owned yourself? Or are you still a puppet? Running around. Own yourself. Grab yourself. Catch yourself. And release it. Good. Hopefully you have left. So I can finally breathe again. I'm here for everybody. And if you need my help, and if I can empower, I can save you. But I can help you.
And if you need my help and if you have a quest, you can always ask me. You can hit me up on Instagram, write me a private message, and I'll be there for you. And I do it with all compassion in my heart that I have for you and for everybody, for the whole world. Because I am the world, I am the word. And this is how I create. So if you have a quest, and if you need information, feel free to ask. As king, you should ask yourself. And if you need a mirror, I'm here. So in these humble words, truthfulness, compassion, and tolerance for you. Enjoy yourself, and if you have a quest, just ask. You have the contacts in yourself.